Okay, all right. Come on, let's clap, guys. Good morning. Hold on, let me clap. Good morning. While I try to put my shoe on. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm a little preoccupied because I know I'm coming preoccupied because I got to take my dog outside. He got diarrhea. Good morning, guys. Welcome. It is Toxic Talk Thursday. It is Thursday, September the 18th, 2025. 1 minute after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring Wake Up Team with that queen right there, Janice Segure, only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, that chat room is wide open. You could call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Listen, please like, share, follow, subscribe. You know I'm going to say the same things I say each and every day. I'm super excited to be here. I hope you guys are. If you don't have a deficit of love, then this is where you get it. I know I sound kind of speechy right now, but I got to go out. All right, listen. So this is where you get your morning love, okay? But it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Janice, before I introduce you, I gotta run. I gotta walk the dog real quick. You'll be okay.
I'll be all right.
Everybody, the queen is here. Janice Segure. Janice, how you doing? But guys, I'll be right back. Cooper got heavy diarrhea. I'll be right back. Let's
Lord
go.
have mercy. Well, good morning, beautiful souls. Good morning. Good morning. First, let me start by telling you what it's like here, what the weather's like here in my neck of the woods. It is currently 66 degrees. The temperature is heading up to a nice warm 79 degrees, but the skies will be partly cloudy and the lows this evening should drop down to about 65 degrees. I'm Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. So I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Well, I hope your day is getting off to a beautiful start. Mine's getting off to a beautiful start so far. Yeah, I guess I could say that, being here is nice. It's nice to be here. Are you guys in the chat room? Like, what's going on? I'm trying to look up this Facebook. Let's see what's going on here. I don't see anything connected to. Are we live? Yep, we are live. Hey, any comments? Hey guys. I'm trying to hold it down. Give me a hand here. Now look, I have on my reading glasses, but I can't see all the comments, okay? But you all are going to have to be my co-host today, how you doing back in the day with Wendy Williams and all that, okay? So you all got to help me out because Shawn, he just escaped the room. His dog has diarrhea, he says. But we have a pretty interesting show going on. Hi, happy Thursday. Who is that? I'm sorry, I can't even read that very well. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we're going to talk about what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Jordan Claudia, or Claudia Jordan. Do you all know her from the Housewives of Atlanta? Well, she went off on Dame Dash just about a day or two ago. So we have some clips to play for you all regarding that. And what else do we have? I know you heard about the hanging of the two men down in Mississippi. We're going to talk about that as well. And but before we get into all of that, let me just tell you all about the contest that's coming up. Yes, I hope you guys are interested and eager to join us in the Creepin' It Real costume contest. That is an event that we put together here at the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. And we just want everybody to show up with costumes, your pets, your children, yourself. Just put on something, costume, and take some photos, please. I know that Halloween is not until October 31st, but that shouldn't matter. I mean, you got to try on what you're going to wear October 31st anyway, if you are going to go to a Halloween event. And if you're not going to go to a Halloween event, just play along with us. Let's have some fun with Halloween, or with costumes, I should say, because it's not really about, it's not all about, I should say, Halloween. It's about having fun and, I don't know, just enjoying the month of October. Which is highlighted with the Halloween and costumes and trick-or-treating and all this kind of stuff. So I want to check. Let me see. I hope you guys, participate with us. Let me just say something here. I can't play. No, I can't play the video.
Don't worry about it.
Shawn's back. Yay!
All right, everybody calm down. I'm back. Hold on. I'm back. Everybody calm down. Give me 1 second.
Oh Lord, he's gone again. And there he
All
goes.
right, listen.
What?
First of all, like my mother said, thank God for Jesus. I'm in here. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful day outside. My dog got diarrhea, so I had to take him outside. So he gonna be all right. I'm not taking him to the vet. I'm not spending no $300 for that. We're not doing that. Whatever's in his ass is just gonna have to come out naturally. Let's put a pause on that. So shout out to Cooper. Shout out to Cooper because he's going through it. I might need a Depends on him. I don't know. But I'm gonna give him a lot of water and a biscuit and some rice, and he's just gonna have to deal with that because
Chop it all up.
I want him to get his morning started right. It's not starting right, but that's his problem. Shout out to the folks out in Paterson, New Jersey last night.
What happened?
I did a show in Paterson, New Jersey for my homegirl, Tawana. Her name is Miss Shay. She's actually been on this show as a guest. And she's from Paterson, New Jersey. And Paterson, New Jersey, shout out to everybody in Paterson, New Jersey. Paterson, New Jersey reminds me of my hometown, the Bronx, New York. It looked like a bomb hit that place.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
I was surprised my car was still outside when the show was over.
In one piece.
And you know it's a hood. They had the methadone clinic, the White Castles across the street from the Dollar Family and the old school bar that I was in. And I bring it up because it's nothing but that hood love. Janice hasn't been around hood love in a long time.
That's not true. That is so not true. I love
Janice,
my hood.
Janice is like where I'm at. We got birds are chirping in the morning. See, some of y'all live in the hood. There's no birds chirping. You hear rats in the garbage.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on the circle you get your morning started right. And then last night, I pulled up with my homegirl, Tawana. She's a funny comedian. And her moms, I know her moms were there. But the thing was, the community came out for her and the place was really crowded and we had a good time as far as attendance.
Yay.
And the place that we did it in Paterson, New Jersey, looks like Paterson, New Jersey, where I was located, looked like Vietnam in 1974. And this bar, which I've been in before, I was in the other side. It was an old school catering hall, like a 1-star catering hall, 2-star catering hall. And I know the owner, he's a good dude. And this is my point I'm driving to. Even though the place is a dump, it's our hood dump. It's a hood dump. They respect the place. It's a legendary spot from back in the 30s. Like all the jazz greats and all those guys from back in the day used to hang out in the spot. Place is a dump. But it was nothing but love in the building.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could be at the most exquisite, flyest spots on earth in the Bronx, New York, some catering halls where people get married and it's a beautiful place with the optics, but it ain't no love in the place.
Because they too uptight. Well, sometimes, maybe.
So, sometimes they turned up, but most of the times they too uptight because a lot of people's bougie meters go off, and I talked about this recently. But in this spot last night in Paterson, New Jersey, a.k.a. Vietnam, a.k.a. the Bronx, a.k.a. your friend will rob you, a.k.a. overabundance of Section 8. Special shout out to Section 8. I wish I had it. These people showed nothing but love. It's a comparison of when, wherever community you live in, there's a restaurant that serves really good food, but the optics is a dump. The place is a dump.
Yes, but you go there and the food is on point.
Put a number 1 in the chat room if you ever grew up around a spot or even today, right now, that the place is a dump. but the food is good. Out here where I live, there's a Mexican restaurant. I'm not talking about Chipotle and Taco Bell and all the major franchises that have tickers on the stock exchange. I'm talking about mom and pop, old school joint.
Right.
There's down here in Bethlehem, there's a Mexican restaurant. It's a dump, straight dump,
It's a
trash.
dump.
It's a dump. It's a dump. It's dumpy. But that food they push out, and my wife and I go to this spot, and we love this place.
Mm.
Put a number one in the chat room if there's a dump that pumps out great food, and that's the comparison I'm making to last night, where this place was a dump, but it was nothing but love in the building. Janice Segure, in your adult life, and God bless you, and God bless everybody, and welcome to the show. Only place in this entire earth where you get your morning started right. And shout out to Cooper, he's going through it today. Janice, is any place in that comes to mind or in your lifetime where this place is a dump? It's a dump, but they pump that food out.
Yes. Yes, there's a soul food restaurant. Oh my God, they make the best burgers ever. You can go anywhere in the world. I don't think you'll ever get a burger as good as theirs. I don't know what it is, but that place is the joint, is the spot to go to. So
but how's the optics? Is it a dump?
It's a dump. It is definitely a dump. It's an old building. They haven't done any type of renovations whatsoever in years. The used to be yellow inside, but now it's, I don't know what kind of dingy yellow color, brownish, I think it's beige now, everything white is now beige for sure. But it's a dump. They could use a little makeover. And I always wonder, what are they doing with the money? Because the place is always packed. There's a lot of people going there because the food is really, really good. What are they doing with the money? Why won't they fix the place up? It's been there forever.
Sometimes we don't want the optics to change. And sometimes you never know, the business is probably so much in profit. Why would they, spend all this extra money to, for the optics of it all?
Yeah, maybe that's their brand, right?
Right. So again, put a number one in the chat room if there's a dumpy place or that social club, or back in the day when you went to the bars or you just hung out when we were a little younger. I mean, some of us still do hang out on an event level, different from the bars.
Yeah. Oh, I got one for you. There's a bar in my neighborhood right now. This bar was on and popping. You got your live music, karaoke and everything. And one night I went there and I ordered a drink. I was singing on stage, but when I was done, I sat down and got my little drink and everything. And don't you know, they had the nerve to serve me the glass with lipstick on the rim. I'm like, yo, maybe this is beyond being a dump. I don't know. But but the place is a dump overall. But yeah. But the drink.
Now, before we go on with the show, and I'm not in the chat room yet because I'm keeping. My wife just walked in, so she got Cooper. Before we start, guys, Janice just told on herself, and I just wanted to continue on with this, just for on a Toxic Talk Thursday. Guys, if you guys didn't know, Janice is an accomplished singer over there. Let's give her a round of applause.
I do all right.
Janice, on any given night, you can hear her on stage, and when she throws down, she be like, "Ain't nobody get me better."
Look, I got Sister Soldier said, "How you know there's not a mixture of roaches in there?" Sorry about that.
What do you mean a mix? What?
Look, that's part of the season. She said, "How you know that there's not a mixture of roaches in there?" I'm saying that's probably part of the season.
What is she talking about? Sister Soldier, are you forgetting where you have come from? God bless you. You have never grew up in an adult place in your life and went to a dump and it had really great food? What are you talking about, man? Come on, God bless you. I know at some point in your life, don't sit there and tell me there's a dumpy place that you have encountered in your life and you said, nah, I'm not going in there because it's a dump, but you see a line outside with all your peoples and they're eating. Please clarify. I went to this restaurant, one of those chain restaurants, and I would never do it again. And not to take a knock on the restaurant. It was one of those like Olive Garden kind of restaurant. Like, not saying it was Olive Garden, but what was the name? I can't think. The name is right on top of my head. As soon as I say it, you're gonna know. You're gonna know what I'm talking about. The food was terrible. It was terrible. Some of these places, and one of the guys told on himself in the company. I was at a comedy show and I was talking about the restaurant. I can't remember the restaurant. As soon as I'm gonna remember in a moment. And he was at the comedy show. And he was like, yo, Shawn, he's talking about the job. He said, man, all that food ain't even cooked, man. The truck delivers the food. We put it in the microwave and we serve it to y'all. And I was like, what? Wait, what's the name? I said, what are you saying?
That's awful.
You said, Shawn, come on. Are you serious, man? I know we got to cook back there. They make the daily stuff like the soup or whatever. But all that steak and all the stuff that you're eating out there, nah, it's delivered. We put it in the freezer, and then when you order it, we take it out the freezer, we microwave it. No, it wasn't TGI Friday. It was another, but it was one of those type of brands.
Oh.
And I said, bro, are you serious, man?
Wow.
I said, yeah, Shawn, everything on the menu we have boxed up already. We just open up the boxes, microwave it, put it on a nice little plate, and then serve it to you.
That's wrong.
I said, well, thanks for sharing. And once he shared that with me, I stopped going to the restaurant. I didn't blow him up online or, I talked to my man. I didn't do all that. I'm sharing it here. So, guys, you ever had that experience since we talking about food real quick? What restaurant you been in and you was... Name a restaurant that you went and you ate the food there and you was like, oh, hell no. I'm done. I'm talking about like when you was like, you know what? I am finished. I'm never going back. Even if somebody invite me, I'm not going. Have you ever had that experience, guys? Now listen.
I know. Go ahead. I've had that experience, but I just can't remember the name of any of the restaurants. But I have had that experience, and I never returned. That's probably why I can't remember, which restaurant it was. Like I ain't going there again.
Now, before we get into the show, please like, share, follow, subscribe. I want to say this one more thing, guys, and we definitely, truly appreciate y'all. Janice, I just want to take a personal moment I don't want to bring the show down a little bit, but one of my friends passed away on Monday, and his name was Jigger. They called him Jigger in the Bronx, but his name was Jamal Ferguson. And the reason why I bring this up, it was a sad day for me the other day because Jamal Ferguson, aka Jigger, the comedian back in the day, he was the comedian that brought me into the game. He was the one who introduced me to comedy. He was the one that took me to my first comedy show where I got on stage and performed. He used to cut my hair in the Bronx when I had hair. And remember, I told you my ex-wife took the afro in the divorce. And Jigger also cut my son's hair back in the day when he was a kid. My son's 41 years old now. My son is an old school neighbor. And Jig moved down to Atlanta and he unfortunately passed away. So I just want to just share that. I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it was a dear friend of mine who introduced me to the stand-up game with comedy. Matter of fact, he introduced me to Rob Stapleton, and then I went on from there. So prayers up to my man Jigger, Jamal Ferguson.
If you have any photos of him, maybe later, maybe tomorrow, you could just post a little tribute or something. I mean, you want to put something together. I'd like to see him, and say, hey, bye. Sorry I didn't get to meet you.
Yeah, and Jigger was so funny, man. He was one of those guys that was funny on and off the stage. So shout out to Jig. I appreciate it. All right, guys. All right. And may you rest in peace, bro. All right, guys, we about to get into the show. But before we get into the show, Janice, just want to let these people know that we're just a few hours away from this. She like,
I love
go
that.
round and around, wanna shake it all down. And when she
Yes.
sings, and I'm like round and around, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then I start doing this, Janice. And then Janice, after I'm having all my fun, this is what I gotta hear from my wife.
With you, I don't fucking like no other female out here. I love nobody else but you. And my 2 kids. How can you tell me that? To just go and be happy with someone else. So you can be happy with someone else? Is that why you're telling me to go?
My favorite part is when he said, and my 2 kids. Like, yeah, no.
With you, I don't fucking like no other female out here. I love nobody else but you. And my 2 kids. How can you tell me that? To just go and be happy with someone else. So you can be happy with someone else? Is that why you're telling me to go?
And my 2 kids.
And my 2 kids.
All right, guys, here we go. Welcome to the show. Any place on the week, get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team with this queen right here, Janice Segure. Only place on the week, get your morning started, right? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to get into some front page news with the one and only, the queen herself, Janice Segure. Go ahead, Janice. What you got?
Hey, peace and love, beautiful souls. So today I want to talk to you about, where am I here? Right, the 2 men that were found dead hanging from a tree on the same day, September 15th, 21-year-old freshman, a freshman in college, just starting school. What's his name? DeMar Trayvon, I think I'm maybe screwing it up. DeMar Trayvon Reed, also known as Trey. He was found hanging from a tree in the central part of Delta State University campus at 7:30 a.m. And police states that there's no evidence of foul play, and there is a surveillance camera, but he's unable to comment due to the ongoing investigation. The video should be released within 48 hours. I hope so, because the parents are really, they held a press conference as well, and they're asking for all information be released. However, an official statement was released by the coroner's office, and the coroner's office is also saying that they don't believe any foul play was involved at the time, but they're not ruling it as a homicide or a suicide. It's a death investigation at this present time. Reed's family, they're seeking an independent autopsy, and they've hired or retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Mr. Crump stated that he will lead a team of civil rights leaders and organizations in pursuing transparency and answers. Now, the president of Delta State University, Dr. Daniel Enos, what did he do? He acknowledged that there is, the campus is receiving threats, but the campus is the safest campus, students for all students. It's a safe campus for all students is what he says. The campus looks like America. Well, what does that mean to him? But anyway, it looks like America. The university is cooperating with authorities. They're providing all the information that they have, giving it to the rightful people. And classes and events were canceled, but they have resumed. And on the same day, a different location around 1:30 p.m., another man was found hanging from a tree in Vicksburg. And this man was identified as Corey Zucatis, a white homeless male. His body was discovered in the woods near the Amstar Casino. Authorities are saying that the 2 incidents have no connection to one another. As of today, who has not made any type of public statement regarding the hanging. Neither has the state governor, Tate Reeves. And if you look at the press conference, he's not present. But we do have a little bit of a clip, So, Shawn, do you have that handy that we could play?
Let me see if this is the one.
I've spoken to Trey's family and expressed our heartbreak.
The discovery was made just after 7 a.m. Classes, as well as several events associated with the university's centennial, were canceled.
At this time, there's no evidence of foul play.
A joint investigation is being conducted by DSU Police, the Cleveland PD, Bolivar County Sheriff's Department, and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. University officials stress their belief the Delta State campus is one of the safest in Mississippi.
We just want answers. We just really want answers. We're getting mixed information. We're hearing everything on the media. So we just want the truth. That's all we're looking for. Because he was a young man, I really loved it.
Yeah, so I don't know, a moment of silence for both of them. But you know what? Why haven't we heard from? Well, no, that's the wrong question. It's not why haven't we heard from, because we know why we have not heard from, such and such. But going back to what you were saying about the hole in the wall and, being, in what was it, Patterson, New Jersey, and, the love and everything. That's what I want to get back to. That kind of love, that kind of connection with our own people. And I want to say there's a lot I want to say about this. One of the things I want to say is when we are walking down the street, we're going in and out of stores, whatever we're doing. If we see another brother, another sister, say, hey, what's up? I mean, of course, assess the situation, make sure that they, are good, to speak to, because some people are in their heads and they may not be feeling, like they want to talk. But just say hello. Hold the door for your sister and your brother. Just let's start sharing that love and looking after one another. No, I don't know you. I may never, ever, ever see you again. But let's start spreading love amongst each other. Do you know that they're, well, go ahead, Shawn. Look like you have something to say. I'm done.
No. Go ahead. Continue on. I'm listening.
Well, they're going to be covering up and removing statues from the museums. Like they're really trying to remove us from history. So we have to find a way to maintain our connection with one another, and celebrate ourselves, celebrate Black excellence, because that's what that place was where you were. That was part of a part of Black excellence, So when you see a person, say hello to them, a Black person. You see a sister, you see a brother, take a moment, say hello. Okay, Shawn, what do you think about that? Are you going to do that? No.
Let's
start somewhere.
Let's celebrate loving each other.
No. Spread love. That's what we gotta do.
Well, Janice, I don't want to burst your bubble, but that's not like the reality at the moment. And I get what you're saying, and it's an organic hope. If we love on each other, we have a difficulty of loving on each other for generations. And when I know we Black folks do love on each other, but you do make a valid point. Let's start waving at each other and saying hi to each other and all that. No question about it. These two, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? First of all, before I go into the story, DJ Tall Guy, who is Dwayne Stanton, in the chat room, Dwayne Stanton Holmes. First of all, brother, I need to see you Saturday. It's only a couple of days away. I know you're busy. Come through so everybody can see you, so you can show some love to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up team. And I appreciate you and I got love for you. He's a very popular DJ in New York. He DJs on the radio and he DJs at the hottest restaurants in Harlem and all over the city, and he's well respected. But, sir, you're going to sit here, and I just glanced into the chat room, and you're going to say, my beloved Ben Crump is an ambulance chaser. How dare you, sir? Sir, how dare you? How dare you? I'm a fan of Ben Crump, okay? Okay, the lawyer from St. Louis, that's nationally known for when everything jumps off, he's in the building. Al Sharpton can't do it like he used to. Al Sharpton's lost a tremendous amount of weight, and he's on television. It's time for you to pick up the flag, and you've done a great job. So how dare DJ Tall Guy, Dwayne Stanton Holmes, sit there and say he's an ambulance chaser? And hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Janice, that's how I talk to Tall Guy. That's my man. Now, both of these incidents happened in Mississippi. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, one happened at Delta State University from back in the day. Okay, let's discard the white guy for getting hung. Okay, he's got to take one for the team.
Well, hold on. Let me just say, there's another follow-up I think should be had in reference to the homeless man, because just the other day, one of the reporters or anchormen on one of the shows said something about killing all the homeless people. Okay, so in Minnesota, there were 2 more homeless people who were deceased. But let's put the white dude on the back burner for the moment. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And Dwayne Stanton Holmes, DJ Tall Guy, I see you in the chat room. I know you have an opinion, sir. We all have opinions, but how dare you? Ben Crump is on the front lines, brother. And you know this. You might have hate against, I know what's wrong with you and Ben Crump, but Ben Crump is one of our soldiers. He's like Saving Private Ryan. You guys seen that movie when they was running up the beach front to catching sniper fire? Ben Crump is one of those guys that chase that's in front of the sniper fire. And I hope we see you on Saturday, tall guy. Let's discard the white guy that got hung. Let's take that for the team. I'm sorry that that happened to him, or he's homeless, or whatever his economic status is. Sorry, sir. You're in Mississippi. You're a white guy, and you got hung. You got hung to death. That is a pathetic ending to your life, sir. You contradict your whole existence by being a white guy and being hung in Mississippi. What is wrong with you?
He should have been able to do better, right?
You should be better. You should do better as a white guy. Like, you have disappointed all the Babylonians on earth being a white guy being hung in the state of Mississippi. Are you out of your mind, sir? In Vicksville, Mississippi, which was a strong hub in the Confederate War back in the day. We're going to put you on the back burner. Now, this young guy that they talking about foul play. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Y'all guys know that. But this one is hard to believe that there's no foul play with this young man that's a college student out there at Delta State University. I have a serious problem. I have a serious problem believing that this guy. Hold on. I got a serious problem that with this guy. This young man hanging himself in the state of Mississippi, a black man, a young black man who's going to school. Now, I do understand that there could be depression throughout the society with folks, and maybe there might be a chance that maybe, unfortunately, he committed suicide. But I don't think that this is the case. And these police down there in Mississippi, get it together. Let's do some more thorough investigation before you just wrap this up as there's no foul play. And let me tell you something. And I understand that Mississippi is one of the poorest states in this country. But black folks, get the hell out of Mississippi. Get out of there. You know what I mean? And listen, my family's from the state next to it, and from Alabama. Guys in Mississippi, move to Alabama. Get the hell out of there. Do they even have Wi-Fi in there? Get out of Mississippi.
Moving to Alabama is a step up. That's crazy.
Who's on the phone? God bless you. Good morning.
You know, it's me, Sean. I got something to say.
God bless you.
Grand rising to Janice and Shawn Harvey. Grand rising to everybody in the chat room. But your friend, that DJ, he's stupid as hell. Oh. I just have to say that. And anybody who believes that young man hung himself and beat himself up, y'all all stupid as hell. That's what I have to say.
Hold on, calm down.
I'm very excited because this is not the first time this is happening, that people talk about they have to do research and they got to do all these things in the back. No, it's cut and dry. They killed that young man and they hung him.
All right.
It's plain to see.
Hold on.
I agree.
Hold on. I want you to take a breath. So, DJ Tall Guy, don't attack him. Yeah, that's his opinion,
yeah,
like you said.
No. We need to do what did he say? Let me go back.
Yeah, he said, and I was just chopping it up. I said, he called Ben Crump an ambulance chaser, and I disagreed with him, and we went on.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
Exactly. So I don't think. I mean, he's just giving his opinion, sister. So
he can give his opinion all he wants, but he's stupid.
Oh no, don't say that.
Yes, I am.
No.
Why would he say
Okay.
that boy, or even assume that boy killed himself?
Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do for you.
That's crazy.
Hold on, I'm gonna put you in the penalty box for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You goddamn right you're going into the penalty box. God bless you. This is the official moderator of the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring WakeUp.
Anybody who thinks that any of us that are being hung these days, that we're doing it to ourselves, are crazy.
I do agree with you, but I do agree with you, but you're going into the penalty box for 5 minutes. You're going into the penalty box for 5 minutes for calling out tall guy his name. That's gonna happen. Now I do agree with you. There is no way in hell that I can see. You're still going into the penalty box. Now, I do agree with you. I don't understand how a black young man that's going to Delta State University all of a sudden got up one morning, went to a tree and hung himself.
He didn't, Shawn. The child had bruises on him. It's obvious that they went there in the middle of the night, woke that young man up probably by beating him, and then hung him on that tree. That's obvious. You don't need to have all these lawyers on the case and all these people from the NAACP and on that. No, it's cut and dry.
Okay. Now,
people are not dumb. I mean, some people are dumb, but you know.
All right, wait. Turn your device down, Sister Soldier. Now, Janice, do you have your cell phone on? You got a timer on your phone?
I need to get my words out right because I'm so.
Okay, you got a timer on your phone?
Yes.
All right, set it for 5 minutes if you don't mind, because her ass is going into the penalty box for 5 minutes.
Whatever. He needs to put his ass in the
okay, click it on for me if you don't mind. 5 minutes, Janice.
It started. It
started already?
Yes.
Okay. Shonda, you're in the penalty box 5 minutes. All right. God bless. God bless. And for the one guy again, and keep that timer going for me as well, okay? This is a very interesting story. Thanks for bringing it up, guys. Mississippi, I don't know about that. Get out of there if you can. The white guy, sorry, your collateral damage. We're gonna put you in that realm. The black young man, this is very hard for me to believe, but we'll go with further investigation. And to DJ Tall Guy, I would say this: jump on the bandwagon, brother. Rock with us with Ben Crump, my man. And yes. Tall Guy, what the hell has Ben Crump done to you? That's done to you that you feel like he's an ambulance chaser. Hold on. Hey, hold on, Arena. Hello. All right, hold on. Listen. No. This is my daughter, Arena. She only gonna stay on the phone for 2 seconds. I'm on the podcast right now. I love you to. Hold on, I love you to death. Could you say hello to all my listeners right now?
Good morning, everyone.
Peace and love.
Hey, Janice, this is my daughter, Arena Harvey. She's a grown-ass woman going to work.
Make that money.
Bye.
Well, God bless. Love you too. Grown-ass woman going to work. Who knew that I could produce these grown-ass folk? Guys, don't forget, put a number 1 chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. How many minutes we have on Sister Soldier being in the chat room? Being in the penalty box.
2 minutes and 50 seconds and counting.
Okay, go ahead. What's your next story?
Oh, okay. Let me just say, in reference to the Ben Crump thing, look, let's do better until we can do better. So yeah, jump on the wagon. Let's give Crump and whomever else all the support they need to make this investigation a successful investigation for the family. So yeah, let's jump on the family. The next story here.
Hold on for a second. I just glanced in the chat room. The one and only City J is in the chat room. Let's give her a round of applause.
Oh.
Yeah, get Cindy around her. And let me tell you something else. Hold on. You just said, I don't know why my things are. Wait, is my car on? You just said, Black folks, we should show some love, get together, kumbaya moment. You just said that, Janice. You just said it. And here comes Sister Soldier cursing out everybody in the chat room. Okay, and God bless her. We need Sister Soldier in this chat room, but that's funny. You went for the kumbaya moment, and here she go spazzing out. You are still in that penalty box, ma'am, for another 2 minutes. Tall guy, take it easy. Let's show love to Ben Crump. Go ahead, Janice.
Yes, and we have to practice. We're just going to have to keep practicing showing love to one another, and it can happen. Stay focused. It can happen. Okay, the next story is about Claudia Jordan and Dame Dash. Do you all know who Claudia Jordan is? I just found out who she was. Okay, yeah, I live in a box, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, she's one of them housewives chicks. You got to know that, Janice.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched The Housewives or any of those things in a long time. But anyway, she was in the 7th season of The Housewives, and they asked her to come back for the 8th season as a friend of one of the housewives because she wasn't ready to discuss her personal relationships on camera. Anyway, she's done a whole lot of things. She was on The Price is Right, I guess, holding up the signs or whatever. She was a correspondent and so on and so forth. But Jordan went on a long rant after Dame Dash mentioned her during an interview on The Breakfast Club. Shawn, you got to come back because I need you to show the video.
Okay, all right. I'm back. Okay, I hear you. Now, what you need me to do?
Show the if you have it.
Which one?
Show the video of Dame Dash on The Breakfast Club.
How many minutes is Sister Soldier up to?
Oh. She had 24, 23 seconds, 22, and counting seconds, and she is...
Oh. Yo, Rel, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Rel. Hold on.
Hey, guys, I'm out here playing in this golf tournament, and my phone is blowing up with notifications that Dame Dash once again has my name in his mouth, yet you keep trying to bring me into your bullshit. I have not embarrassed you yet because everybody else has done that job for me, and including yourself. But if you want to keep running your mouth, then I'm going to tell my side. You was a fucking pervert on set. You were disgusting. The things you did with that porn tape and what you tried to do to get me ready for a scene with you while your shunt was showing out of your chest and you thought you was hot, you were not. You were a fat fucking mess. And you see people that are just flourishing without you, and like you do with Jay-Z, you're just sitting there jealous of everybody else, counting everybody else's money, so now you want to include me in your lawsuit. Nigga, bring it on. You lost every other suit that my lawyer, Chris Brown, has gone up against you. You've lost everything. You don't pay rent. You've been sued by everybody and lost because you steal property from people. You found guilty of that, okay, from women. You rent expensive homes to give the image of you being wealthy, and then you default and don't pay your rent. And you've been sued by them, and you've lost those cases too. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of your shit. You are the reason for your failure. Your character. Your own family don't fuck with you because of what you do and how you behave. I felt bad for you when we were filming because I was like, yeah, maybe he got a raw deal. Maybe he is this victim that he claims to be. But I see now from working with you one time and never again that all your failures are it's your own doing. You caused all of the bad shit that has happened to you. You're not a victim. Your ego and your mouth are the best part. Dame, you are a fuckboy. That's why people don't fuck with you. You're a fuckboy. And you didn't put one penny up for that movie. For Dear Frank, it was called The List at first, and you try to go sell it behind our backs. You didn't own it, Dame. You didn't own it. Get over it, move on, and shut the fuck up. Like I tell motherfuckers that have problems with me, if I defamed you or lied on you, file a lawsuit, bitch. File a lawsuit. Because I stand by what I say, because I don't lie, because I have a bad memory, so I have to tell the truth. If you can produce the video of me saying that you're the best director I've ever worked with, I will pay for your teeth to get fixed. That's an offer you can't refuse, right? If you can find said video of me telling you you're the best director I've ever worked with, I'm gonna fix your mouth up. And they'll never slip out again.
Hold on, Janice, before you say anything. Everybody, we got the one and only, the famous, our guy who we love to death. Rel Hollis on the line. Let's clap for Rel. Rel, what's on your mind?
What's up? Well, I just wanted to take y'all off that story, but actually 2 young men got hung the same day, actually. In Mississippi, in 2 different areas in Mississippi, 2 young black men got hung That's one. Now now y'all on this Dame Dash thing. I just really think Dame just needs to just go park it up somewhere and just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a lot of shenanigans going on. It's a lot of shenanigans, and he's saying a lot of people's names. He's talking about a lot of people, even people that, you know, he once considered his brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's wild. Like, I've always been a person that any problems I have with anybody, I never post it on social media. I never make nothing public, you know, because honestly, if me and somebody got a real problem, I'm gonna come to you to your face. I'm not even going, and I'm not going to.
That's right.
And I definitely don't talk to other people that are mutual friends, because it's like I'm not even trying to get nobody to look at you a certain way, because you're going to do that on your own. You know what I mean? But I definitely think Dame Dash, he needs to chill out. And then on another note, story short, I'm running out of single brothers, so I wasn't able to find another single brother to come on the show that day. And I was running around busy.
No worries.
I'm out here scrambling and gambling. But also, too, I know you brought me on the show because I was a single brother, but I was no longer a single brother myself. You know, things done changed up. You know what I mean? So
Wait. Is this breaking news?
This is breaking news.
Wait a minute. Our resident bachelor of the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team, who people love and admire in this chat room, who's had nothing but a plethora of vaginas over the last 5 years, who I saw him at my birthday event with something that was a number 10, some Korean, Filipino, Japanese, African American, Indian kind of a woman. Janice Relhala had the most beautiful woman in the, other than my wife, he had the most beautiful woman in the building. Are you saying here on this show right now on a Toxic Talk Thursday that you have committed to one vagina, sir?
Yes, I have.
Let's clap.
She probably got on that bootay. Got on that.
Well, listen, I'll show everybody we are happy for you, bro. Thanks for sharing your transparency, and we wish you the best in your new relationship, brother.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's another young lady, but the young lady I'm with is also Puerto Rican, Jamaican, and Filipino.
Everybody in the chat room, let's give a round of applause to our one and only Rel Holler. Now, let's keep you on deck. Let's keep you there, right, for a second. First of all, Dame Jazz, who made his media appearance on the Breakfast Club, which is the #1 morning show on earth, other than this one, no question about it. This is the top of the top tiers of morning shows. But by the way, endures the test of time, because now all these podcasters are taking over traditional radio morning shows. And after the podcast, it's been violently attacked by AI, because a year from now, you ain't going to need nobody. The AI going to be talking, and the morning shows will be going on, and they got these virtual DJs and blah, blah, blah. But that's another subject. And for Damon Dash to make his media blitz on the other day on the Breakfast Club definitely backfired on him. First of all, I don't know why he came in there with the 2-piece suit. He was looking crazy. The suit, I didn't like the suit. And this seems like this is a man that's really has exposed himself for all his character defects. And the problem with that is, when you expose them to the world, especially if you've done folks wrong, they're going to expose you for who you really are. If you out there doing dirt to everyone and you're not doing business right, and that happens in life, I would probably want to keep it under the wraps as much as I can instead of coming out the rabbit hole and then everybody attacking me. And this is the situation with Dame Dash. Dame in his head thinks that he's something that he's not. And this is almost sad and pathetic to me. And I've been around Damon Dash, and when I was around him, I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody was kissing his ass. He wouldn't shut up. He would just kept talking. Everything he said had to be right. No one debated him. He's one of those type of guys. But it's unfortunate that he got himself exposed to the world and telling lies and everything he did, that now Dame has to sit down. He's, bro, even though you got a lot going on the internet right now and you real hot with the clickbaits, these people are relentless coming at you. Charlemagne basically said, yo, let's get up and fight. And that Charlemagne is not even a fighter like that. Like Cameron, the legendary rapper from Harlem, won't stop going after you. And everybody in the circle is really like just assassinating your character, bro. And it's almost pathetic in a sense. It really is, man. And you heard what the young lady said. He's out there renting out houses to front on other people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with renting out the house to front. The problem is when you're hurting other people along the line.
Right. You're not paying it back.
And that's what he's doing. Jay-Z gave you $10 million or whatever he gave you to walk away from Rockefeller. And I thought back then, Rel and Janice, when that happened, I thought Jay-Z did him dirty. But every time I hear Dame Dash talk, you can see why, in a sense, Jay-Z got rid of that partnership with him and said, yo, you got to go, bro.
Yeah.
It seems very clear now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dame Jazz, you are now the joke of the industry. Like, I don't think that that's where you want to be. I think that maybe you should like do what everyone else there's people who's lost fortunes. There's people who's lost monies and properties, and they have went back to work. And through hard work, they some of them got their fortunes back, their businesses back, moved on to another business, and put that work in. And unfortunately, he didn't take that route. And because he didn't take that route, everybody's ridiculing him and disrespecting him. And then let's talk about, real quick, and then I'll yield my time. Let's talk about the age factor. Like, you too old to be running in the street with these younger men and younger women, and they're disrespecting you. You need to stay in your lane. Shawn Harvey's 60 years old. I stay in my lane. There's certain places I won't go. I'm not going to go to the bar with the young folks that are 25, 30, 35 years old. I don't belong there. If I put myself in those situations, I'm opening myself to some type of ridicule or messing with a young girl. I'm just using all these as examples. When you are sitting there and you're a certain age, stay in your lane, bro. Because the younger folks are dominating the market as they should, because it's a generational thing. They call it going out to pastor. And you're supposed to age gracefully, not in turmoil. And that's what Dame Dash is going through. And this is nothing. This is, where is it beneficial to you, sir? Okay, the internet's talking about you, but your wealth, and I mean your wealth as far as people working with you, as far as business, trying to get you back on track. No one wants to touch you with a 10-foot pole now.
You know, it's actually sad because it's like, with all his knowledge of the industry, of the music industry, it would have been nice if we just saw Dame take the path of, you know, helping newer artists or building platforms or building something to help newer artists and things like that. But it's sad that, you know, we don't like see that from him. And you know, even like Jay-Z said in the song, he said, all right, well, if you made Jay-Z, make another Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes. Yes, right. And that's definitely, thank you. Those are great examples. Like, it's nothing wrong. I listen, in my life, I've lost things and items and people and places and things in my lifetime. And God has blessed me to regain some of what I've lost through hard work and being humble. And that's another thing. Like, you have to practice humility. You have to be humble in your life, especially as you get older. You can't be combative. Like, and that's the type of person, like, I'm just seeing that he is. He really was coming at Charlemagne for no reason. He should have humbled himself and just broke down and say, yo, this is what my life is about. And you will have people out there identifying what you're going through. But when you put up this facade like you a WWE wrestler about to come out into the ring and with all the bells and whistles, to me, Dame is the equivalent of the bottle girls or dudes that come out with the bottles in the club with the fireworks and all that. But after the fireworks and the bottles, there's no substance behind it. So now he's opened up himself to all this judgment. So, bro,
Yes.
Reevaluate, man. Sit down, take personal inventory, reevaluate. Hey, listen, Janice, before you go to the next story, and that way, Janice, I want to hear what you got to say about this as well. Mr. Rich Wilson says he loves that laugh, Janice.
Oh, the laugh box here.
Yeah, he loves that laugh. So, Rich, don't be doing. So, Rich, don't be doing nothing weird on the other side where you watching this show while Janice is laughing and telling the news. What is wrong with you? Are you a nasty neighbor, bro?
Lord have mercy.
You're right. We're gonna holler at you.
Respectful person.
Yeah.
But I want to comment.
Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, he left. Okay. I want to comment on what Rel said. Yeah, Dame Dash has a whole lot of information. There's a lot that he could teach someone, and that's what he should do. He should take leadership, and I'm sure he probably get some money from doing that. But at the same time, what about trust? Who the heck is going to trust him? I wouldn't trust him to take my money or teach my child anything, really. So he's got to work on himself. And I feel like it's the community all coming together saying, yo, spank that ass, Dame Dash, sit down. Sit down. That's what the community is saying, brother. You're doing too much. You just sit down.
And then one of the stories yesterday that Cameron talked about, he was like, yo, him and Mace, the rapper, was offering him $1 million, and some other rapper was offering him $2 million for do whatever they wanted to do. So the $2 million guy rapper, withdrew his offer. So they called Dame back, said, yo, we still got this $1 million. And Dame was like, nah, somebody else want to give me $6 million. Right.
Wow.
And then Cameron and Mace was like, all right, forget it. We tried to help without. And then a month later, Dame came back, because he couldn't get in his $6 million. He came back and said, yo, I'll take that $1 million. And they was like, no, we're not messing with you.
Right.
And these are listen, when you had that vibration out there in the world, this is exactly what you're going to get back. And speaking of that, and I know we'll talk about it tomorrow. I know Jimmy Kimmel got fired last night. That's the whole thing that we got to talk about. But go ahead, Janice. What else you have?
Okay. Okay. So anyway, in reference to Dame Dash, don't be the old dude at the club. Go somewhere and sit down, like we were saying. And also, what started this whole mess is something about a movie they had called Dear Frankie, and he had given Claudia Jordan a videotape, a porn tape, and supposedly told her to go somewhere, go sit down in a car. He said, and watch the video, because he said he didn't want to talk to her about sex because he didn't want it to be, he didn't want to get in trouble for it, but he's in trouble for it anyway, But anyway, that's where all of that stemmed from. And that is my story. I am Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
All right, listen. Tomorrow.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
What happened to you? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Back to Mr. Rich Wilson. Calm down, sir. Janice, say hi to Rich if you don't mind.
Hey, Rich. Let me see if I can find him.
Okay, Rich. Don't be a nasty neighbor over there. Okay?
Yeah, Rich.
Don't do nothing weird while you watching the phone. While you listening to the show and watching the show.
Yeah, Rich.
Okay? Calm your ass down. And Rich, you need to be in the building for this Saturday for the podcast event.
Yes. Show up.
All right, guys, listen. We'll talk about Jimmy Kimmel tomorrow because that's big news today, but we had to get through our stories so we're all backed up. So, guys, listen, we appreciate you. Listen, we're just a few days away from the Brunch In with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team live podcast, guys. Live. We are in the building. So we're excited and we look forward to seeing you guys. But Janice, before we get out of here, can you also let me see if I have this. Can you also let them know what's going down with this?
Woo! Yes, that is our Creepin' It Real contest for the month of October. We are asking everyone to come out with some photos of their pets, their children, themselves in costume. The winners will be announced on October 31st. The contest itself starts October 1st through October 28th. We are working on a special gift for the champion. And of course, you will receive bragging rights across all the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team platforms. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, guys, we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well. And we truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with this queen, Janice Segure. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. And we hope you guys have a blessed day. Be safe. And we see you guys tomorrow because we're going to do the show tomorrow and the live podcast on Saturday. So we rocking and rolling, and we truly appreciate you. And you guys be safe. Come on, Janice, just wave at these folks.
Peace and love. Have a beautiful day.